video, I've decided I want to do eyeshadow palette review, and the reason why I decided to do the review is because it's a palette that I've heard, like when I did my research and watched reviews, I pretty much only heard, you know, good things. Not only, there was a few criticisms, but a lot of good reviews, and so I had really high expectations for getting this palette, and then I got it, and it's not horrible, but it's definitely not what I expected. And the palette that I'm talking about is the Violet Voss palette by Violet Voss. Wow. I mean the hashtag palette by Violet Voss. Yes, Marin, that is correct. And it looks like this. When I first saw this, I saw this actually during Christmas when I was at home in Norway, and it looked so good. I saw it online. This is an online exclusive. I saw it online and I was like, holy shit, like that looks so pretty, because there was like reds and like purples and all that stuff. And so that's the first thing that I saw was, you know, that it had all the reds and stuff in there, and it was really beautiful when I saw it online, and I was like, holy shit, I really want that palette, because I do like reds and purples and all of those kind of tones. I think it's considered some kind of cherry tone palette or whatever. But the first thing I noticed when I opened it is that it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look the same as it does online. And I think a lot of the time that happens if there's like an online exclusive, yes, just because it's hard to depict pigment and colors, you know, on a picture, so it's kind of understandable. But then something else I noticed that kind of has to do with this is that the reds, to me, they're more orangey and bronzy toned than I expected. So these colors are way more bronzy, and I honestly, I don't know, I wanted some real reds, like red, I don't know, red, and this is a lot more orange tone and bronzy tone, so just be aware of that if you're planning on getting it, that it's not as red toned as you think. The purples though, when I saw them in person, I was like, okay, I do like the purples. Only thing is, and this is probably my next point, is that there's inconsistent pigments in the colors, and I think that part of the reason is because some of them are sparkly, some of them aren't, but like the golds are really nice and pigmented, like they go on so nice. I have it in my corner today, inner corner thing, eye corner, yes, and it's super pigmented. But like honestly, like especially this Relevant really disappointed me. It looks like it's like iridescent and it'll look really cool on, but it's not that pigmented. It might look like that right now on my hand, but it's not really that pigmented, and I don't know, it doesn't come, I was really excited for that color, the Relevant, the iridescent one right here, but it kind of disappointed me. Also, like some of them are really patchy, like this one called Life. It's pretty patchy. However, then some of the matte shades are really nice, so I think it has to do with like the nature of matte shades and like kind of shimmery shades, but still, even within the shimmery shades, there is inconsistency in the pigment. Like I said, like the gold ones are really nice, but like the colored ones aren't as nice in pigment, and you cannot apply these with. So as I was saying, my camera cut me off. I feel like it does that in every video because I have so many pictures and shit on my phone. But anyway, so as I was saying, you should use your fingers, or like the best way to get the pigment on is by using your fingers when it comes to like the reds and the purples, and even like the gold, but at least the gold is like very nice and pigmented. Like I said, I have it in my inner corners today. So yeah, that was one point. The next thing I noticed is that a lot of the colors are actually really similar, and that being like, especially like these three are pretty similar, and these two, I don't know, there's just a lot of similar shades. I think that either the palette could be smaller and cheaper, and you know, so you don't have so many replicas of the same shade, or you put in other shades than like bronzy reds and like purples, put in some blue and some greens and make it kind of more a color palette rather than having replicates of the same color. That's just my thoughts on that. Yeah, I guess like that's my major concerns. So one was that it doesn't look quite the same in person as online. Other was that pigments are inconsistent. A lot of the colors are similar. And I think I kind of mentioned that some of them, even in the palette, will look a certain way, and then you put them on your eye and they're not as you expected them to be. Like for example, the color Relevant, like I mentioned, I expected it to be a lot more like, I don't know, iridescent looking and stuff, but it's actually not that nice. And so yeah, there's a lot of different issues with it in my opinion. I guess I was just like, I was expecting it to be so good. I was like waiting for such a long time because I don't know, I don't have that much money to spend on makeup, and when I buy stuff at Sephora and stuff, I really do my research and I look into it and stuff, and this was kind of disappointing considering, so I may actually be returning it. I'm not sure though, because I still am able to make some cute looks like the one I have on today. But yeah, it just wasn't as I expected. However, a pro to this is that there is quite a bit of different color. There's a lot of eyeshadows in here for the price as compared to getting, for example, Modern Renaissance, which I have over here, which has less colors in it. But I really like the pigment in all of the colors in the Modern Renaissance palette. Like, it's a really good palette. What was I gonna say? Yeah, a color I really do like here though is that Throwback 2 or whatever, TBT. It's so nice. It's such a nice color, like holy shit. But I have a similar color in the Modern Renaissance palette, I think. Actually, no, I don't think they're that similar. Scratch that, because I think this is a lot more purple. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I just honestly, I guess it wasn't a full review. It was more like issues with the palette. I don't know, I have that much time to film right now because my auntie's here in like 10 minutes and I have to pack. I'm going to see my grandma and stuff. But yeah, I guess these are just issues I've had with this palette, and I thought it's worth putting out there because I would want to know that if I was me in the past, I would want to see a review like this where, people are addressing more issues with it rather than just how great it is, because I honestly wasn't that blown away as I thought I would. So I hope that you guys appreciate this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys did enjoy it, and I'm just gonna say bye and have a nice day. Bye.